Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dingus Den. In this premiere edition of the Daily Dingus, I'll be doing a recap and giving my personal thoughts on the newest Nintendo Direct that just came out a week ago on February 8th. Let's get into it. First, it began with showing off the newest addition to the Pikmin series, Pikmin 4. This title looks to keep the same overall Pikmin gameplay, but adds a new Ice Pikmin and a big dog-like creature to ride on and interact within the levels. Overall, this looks like a fun new entry into one of Nintendo's niche franchises, and makes someone who's never played Pikmin want to try out Pikmin. Next up, for the Xenoblade fans, expansion pass news for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is here. Volume 3 adds new heroes, abilities, stages, and cosmetics. Volume 4 is to be a big story expansion. Personally, this isn't something I care for, as I haven't even played the first game. Next, a new addition to the Rhythm series, Samba de Amigo, was revealed. This new game, Samba de Amigo Party Central, combines rhythm-based gameplay with Joy-Cons to make a unique-looking rhythm game. I like the ideas being brought to the table and can make for a fun family game night. Next, for any wannabe fashion designers, Fashion Dreamer is the game for you, letting you mix as many outfits as you want together. However, I'm no wannabe fashion designer, so I'll just carry on. Next, Dead Cells is back with more DLC, this time crossing over with Castlevania. This keeps the same Dead Cells action, but mixes it with Castlevania that adds new weapons, enemies, bosses, and music tracks. This makes me want to play more Dead Cells, which is a personal favorite indie game of mine. And seeing it mixed with Castlevania just makes it even better. Next, Tron is back with a narrative-driven puzzler game. While I'm not into these visual sort of novel games, it does look to be a solid game for the people that's into those kinds of games. Next, a niche fan favorite, DS game Ghost Trick is back, but this time coming to modern consoles and an HD remaster. This one doesn't interest me, but I see other people quite happy it's back. Next, Deca Police is a new JRPG that focuses on investigations and turn-based combat. With so many JRPGs, it struggles to stand out, however, it does have a cool looking aesthetic. Next, a new trailer for the Bayonetta prequel, Bayonetta Origins Syriza and the Lost Demon. This time, we get a better look at the gameplay of this game, highlight being the combat, where the main character Syriza controls certain enemies as weapons and tools to help aid her in her journey. Overall, this looks like a cool new take on the Bayonetta series. Next, more DLC. Splatoon 3 is getting an expansion pass with 2 waves of content. First wave has players return back to Inkopolis, where new and returning shopkeepers will have a variety of items to purchase. In addition, the Squid Sisters are back for more of their jams. And the second wave brings new single-player story content and to get some sort of warped reality where everything is white. This looks like lots of great content for any Splatoon fan. Next, a new trailer for Disney Illusion Island was also shown, showing off a fun, family-friendly platforming game with fan-favorite Disney characters at the center of it. And personally, it's hard to say no to a fun platformer, so sign me up. Next, more DLC revealed again. Fire Emblem Engage is getting a new set of characters to play with, including some fan-favorite characters from previous games, as well as story content later on. Looks like some great new additions for Fire Emblem fans, allowing fans to play as fan favorites from the past. Next, a cool new twist on narrative-driven games was highlighted with Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. In this narrative adventure, there's a heavy focus on the many outcomes that the story tree contains. The focus on the branching story tree looks like a neat addition that makes someone who's not as into these sort of narrative-driven games more interested in trying one out. Also, the animation in this looks really good. Next, a new trailer for Octopath Traveler 2 was briefly shown off. Nothing new other than the announcement of a demo available now, and demo progression will transfer over to the full game. This just looks like more of the same of the first game, which is a great game that I personally still need to finish. Next, We Love Katamari Remaster brings back more Katamari action to the Switch. Katamari are fun games and are really satisfying to build up a random ball of stuff. So having more brought back to the Switch is exciting to see. Next, Sea of Stars is a new turn-based RPG that looks to mix up some of the typical turn-based combat while having a vibrant world and visuals. Out of turn-based RPGs, this is one that stands out more among the others, at least for me. Also worth noting that this game has a demo out now. Next, a new free-to-play multiplayer game, Omega Strikers, is coming in the form of a 3v3 air hockey game. Each character has a unique ability to help aid the team, whether it's offensive or defensive. Looks like a fun new free-to-play game that reminds me of Windjammers, but with teams. Next, DS games are given more love with the Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection. First three games are all remastered into one HD collection, or can be bought separately. I've never heard of these games prior, but I like the dungeoning and exploration look of these games. Definitely interested in them now. Next, the ill-fated Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp got another trailer and confirmed due date. Hopefully this time it won't receive another unfortunate pushback. However, I think it'll definitely release this time around, and one I'll probably skip since I'm not a huge strategy fan. But, looks like it's a solid strategy game overall. Next, a new trailer for Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe was also shown. In addition to the original Wii game being remastered, and mini-games being added, a new epilogue is added where players can play as a fan-favorite Kirby character, Magolor, with a completely new and fresh moveset. Only concern with this game, however, is it's going to be super short even with all this new added content. Kirby games are known for being super short but fun. Makes me question if the $60 price tag is worth it. However, despite the price, it looks like a fun remaster and a fun new addition with being able to play as Magolor. Next, huge news for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers. 9 Game Boy games are available now to play, including Tetris, Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, DX, Gargoyle's Quest, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Alone in the Dark The New Nightmare, Metroid 2 Return of Samus, Wario Land 3, and Kirby's Dream Land. Each game has 3 filters, with Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Color. More games will be added in the future. Confirmed games are both Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, along with the Pokemon trading card game and Kirby's Tilt and Turn. This is super exciting seeing just regular Game Boy games on Switch, and letting people, like myself, who's missed out on these old games, play them, or great for people who just want to revisit them. Personally, seeing both Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages coming excites me very much, seeing that they're both games I've never played and I've been wanting to play for a long time, but just never gotten around to it. And soon enough, I'll be able to play them on my Switch. But the news doesn't stop there. For expansion pack members, there's now 6 Game Boy Advance games available to play now, including Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, WarioWare Incorporated Micro Games, Kuruian, I probably butchered that one, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. And more games are coming, such as Metroid Fusion, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Fire Emblem, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and Golden Sun. This excites me even more that Minish Cap is available to play on the Switch right now. Another game I've been wanting to play I've never gotten around to. And other games that excite me are Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, that's available now as well, with Metroid Fusion and Golden Sun coming later on. It's great to see Golden Sun isn't forgotten. And even better to see Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on Switch now being more accessible to a wider audience. And the ports don't stop there either. Metroid Prime has been given a full HD remaster and is now one of the best looking games on Switch. And even better, it's available to purchase digitally now and has been greeted with overwhelmingly positive reception. Makes me very excited to check it out one day, and I hope that this positive reception leads to the other 2 games also being ported on Switch someday. Good luck getting that physical copy. Those pre-orders have been selling out like hotcakes online. Next, Master Detective Archives Rain Code brings back another type of JRPG detective game. This game looks like it has an interesting world and some cool mechanics with having to investigate mysteries in a unique way. Great to see some variety for JRPG fans. Next, remasters of both Baten Kaito's games, originally GameCube games, are now on the way to the Switch. I've never heard of these games prior to this announcement, but what I see from this trailer definitely looks intriguing and has me interested in wanting to see more of what these games have to offer. Next, for LifeSim fans, a new fantasy-themed one is coming that's titled Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. Your character is heavily involved in the growth of a town. It looks similar to Animal Crossing, but with added fantasy components and combat. Seeing lots of people excited for this one, but I'll just stick with Animal Crossing. Next, the next mystery for Professor Layton was revealed, titled Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. I've never played a Professor Layton game, so I have no idea what to expect, but I know it's been a while since the last game, so it's great to see a new game eventually coming for the fans. Next, more DLC again, but this time teasing what's to come in the next wave of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe courses. This is a brand new course, Yoshi's Island, and a brand new character, Birdo, with multiple color variations. Cool to see what the next new track is, and has me excited for this next pack of tracks. What's even more exciting is seeing a brand new character join the roster. Makes me wonder if the other two waves of content will also have a character included as well. Next is near the end of the show's sizzle reel, where multiple games are quickly shown. All these games have been announced and shown previously, some of which are games coming out really soon. Games highlighted here includes Minecraft Legends, Blanc, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Have a Nice Death, WBSC Baseball Power Pros, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Tales of Symphonia Remastered. And a few of these I'm looking forward to. Finally, the last announcement is a brand new look at the highly anticipated Breath of the Wild sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. This new teaser gave lots of teases for what's to come, every shot having something new to delve deep into and discover, such as new enemies, variations of old enemies, or new gameplay mechanics. This trailer teases so much stuff and has me super excited to see more of the sequel to one of my favorite ever games. There's lots to dig deeper into than with this trailer. And if you want to see an in-depth breakdown of this game, or maybe another game shown here on this Daily Dingus, let me know in the comments below. Overall, this was a great direct showing off lots of exciting content come to the Switch. There is something for every kind of gamer shown off, and this direct really earns this place with being one of the best direct in years. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. See you next time on the Dingus Den.